Good morning, and a beautiful morning it is. I'm so excited to be in the studio with you. Listen, it's a great time to get into a property. Let's get you out of the renting part of your life. Let's do away with it. Let's say bye-bye landlord and hello ownership. Listen, I'm Greg DeVille with the Greg DeVille Let's Talk Real Estate Show. This and every Friday morning at 9 a.m. We're right here live on Power 88 KCEP, giving you more great information to help you change your situation. Listen, right now, there's a great opportunity going down tomorrow. It's going down tomorrow, Saturday, okay, April 29th. This program is free informative day event on the steps of homeownership. You want to know about this program. It's going to be at the Skyview YMCA. That's 3050 East Centennial Hills Parkway. Okay, that's April 29th. That's 10 a.m. to 3. That's to attend the informative day event on the steps of homeownership. If you want to know how to meet yours truly, I'll be there in the house. We want to talk from NAREB. The National Association of Real Estate Brokers is putting on this event tomorrow, Saturday, April 29th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come out. There'll be on-site. You can actually get qualified on-site. First-time homebuyer benefits, veteran bride benefits as well, real estate investor forum. This will be a great event. You want to make sure it's free to the public. Come on out, 10 till 3 p.m. Again, that's 3050 East Centennial Hills Parkway at the Skyview YMCA. Just remember, the Skyview YMCA, 10 to 3, tomorrow, Saturday, April 29th. Those of you that can show up, come on out. This is a free informative about home ownership. You want more information than I can give you in 30 minutes. Come on out. We're there at 10 to 3 tomorrow. Come on by. Get this information that helps you become a homeowner. Listen, if you've been thinking about selling, listen, here's a great time. The values are up right now. The market value is increasing. And while that the market's increasing, this is a time that you can sell your home and get that equity that's in your home. Now you can use that equity. You can do a 1031 exchange, which will allow you to use that money without getting taxed on it, okay, and put it into a larger property. Because many people talk about, what would I do about that tax part? And I want to tell you about the 1031 exchange. So you can use that monies to put it into another property. We have shout outs to the Dawkins family. You may have seen their home on Facebook that I posted here recently. If you're not on Facebook, go to DeVille Realty Facebook or Greg DeVille. Join us on Facebook. We want to be continually giving you information that's going to help you to become what it is that you need to do. If it's selling your home, we're here to help you. We want to get you where you need to be. Listen, in selling your home, right now, it's a seller's market. Hear me good. It's a seller's market. What does that mean to the seller? That means you put a home on the market, the prices are going up, and you're getting multiple offers. Every time I list a home, it's getting sold very quickly. In fact, a friend of mine listed a home on Friday a couple months ago, and guess what? By Monday morning, he had 10 offers. So he has to decipher through those offers who's most qualified for this particular property, yet keeping in mind appraisal value. But this is a great time. Sellers, you're out there. You've been talking about selling your home. You want to upgrade or downsize. Listen, shouts out again to the Dawkins family. They owned a 2-story home. Okay. They rented the property out. And now that the property's rented, they were able to free up their income because the rental took care of the mortgage. Okay, now that the income is freed up, they were able to qualify for a home purchase. Now, with that home purchase, they bought a beautiful single-story home. Now, Mr. Dawkins, the stairs were just getting a bit annoying and frustrating for him. So he said, I need a single-story home. Many of you out there, you're having the same type of situation, and you need to downsize. To those of you whose families are growing, the little kids are getting larger. You need more space. Listen, you need to call DeVille Realty Group. I'm Greg DeVille, right here at Power 88. Call DeVille Realty Group, 702-515-4100. Or visit our website, DeVilleRealty.com. Listen, you've been looking for a realtor. I'm 12 years and more experience. I've been in the industry helping many families. In fact, this morning, Mr. Sam Smith, I help Sam Sweat too. Shouts out to Sam Sweat. But Mr. Sam Smith, VA buyer, heard the show. He's going to call in and tell you about it. But he got his keys on yesterday. Shouts out to Mr. Moffitt. He's going to be getting his keys on Tuesday. Now, we're helping veterans out there. These two gentlemen are veterans. Okay, now many of you may know or may not know, I also run commercial ads on Fox 5 News, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I run commercials. So Mr. Moffitt heard the commercial, made the call. I don't care how you hear about me. You need to make the call because we're here to help. You don't even pay me. If you're a buyer, we offer free buyer representation. We're going to help you get that property. We're going to help you get into that home, and there's no fees to the realtor. We're going to help you get the closing costs covered. We're going to help you get, if it's a down payment situation, we're going to help you. Listen, if you're having credit challenges, listen, many of you are having credit challenges and you feel embarrassed. Let me share my testimony very briefly. I had credit challenges last year. The crash of the economy of 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, all that. Listen, I was there. I understand. Things happen beyond your control. Sometimes life has a way of throwing a curveball that you didn't see coming. And so many of your credits may be challenged right now. The only thing about challenged credit is that it needs to be challenged. I'm here to help you find out how to do that. 702-515-4100 or visit our website, DeVilleRealty.com. However you get a hold of us, I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you because there's information right now to help you get into a home. Now, if you're a veteran, I want to ask this question. Why are you renting? If you're a veteran, you're paying more than $1,200 a month. Why are you renting? Credit score, we can get you in as low as a 580. So credit score, if you're below that number, listen, we have means by which to help you accomplish your goal in raising your score. Very minimal cost. Listen, I have been represented by this company. They've helped me. So I want to help people with resources. That has helped me to get where I'm at. Listen, I own a home today, 6-bedroom, 4-bath. I'm blessed. I praise God for the opportunity of someone exposing me to information which allowed me to what? Get out of credit problems and get on the road of homeownership. I want to share that same format he gave me. I want to share with you because I've proven it. I've used it. I've actually tried it, and I've proven it to work. So if you're out there, you're listening, you need to make the call. Many of you, you get to work. Here's what you need to do. Go online, DeVilleRealty.com. Make sure you put your phone number in there so we can contact you. Okay? Many of you, we've made contact. We left messages. You know, we're going to continue to reach out. We have Mr. Elijah in the studio with us who continues to call, and that's our follow-up. His job is to just call you back until we get you on the phone. If we're playing phone tag, don't give up. Tag, you're it. What we got to do, we want to make sure we help you. Listen, if you're working with a realtor, we want you to make sure that you stay faithful to your realtor. If you're working with Greg DeVille, be committed to Greg DeVille. Stay with us because many realtors, I'm seeing some underhand kind of business going on out there, and it's not fair. If you heard DeVille Realty Talk Show, listen, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Be faithful to us because we're paying monies to be here, and we want to help you. We want to help you. And so if you heard us, call back. You know, we're here to help. We get busy just like you get busy. But when you hear that message, call us back. We want to make sure we get you into that property. Listen, Mr. Sam Smith got his keys on yesterday. Boy, his wife was in the background. I remember when she got approved. Boy, she was, man, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, was all echoed in the background. Because they got approved. They simply made, I'm going to let him tell it, but they simply made the call. 702-515-4100. DeVille Realty Group. Listen, you make sure that you're doing what's necessary to get done. Listen, our engineers are in the studio. We're expecting the phone call to come in, and we want to make sure that we get Smith on the air and that we make sure that we hear, let him tell his story as to how, he got his. And it merely was by making the call. He stayed faithful to his realtor. He got it done. Listen, don't forget. Now, we also have coming up May 13th, we have a few more seats available. You have to be on our list. May 13th, our home buyer education class. Now, in order to get the grant programs that are available, you will have to show up 8:30 to 4:30. Lunch is provided. We have breakfast for you. We got coffee, and we got great information. Hear me good. we've got great information. This information helps you to understand the difference between home insurance and home warranty so that you know, as going into home ownership, how to best be informed. And that's our job, is to inform the consumer about what's available. Greg DeVille, the Greg DeVille Let's Talk Real Estate Show, right here on Power 88. We're here every Friday morning, 9 a.m., 702-515-4100. 702-515-4100. DeVilleRealtyGroup.com is our website. Be sure to visit us. And listen, if you own a home already, I want to do your friend a favor and give him that number. Because many families are at work right now. They don't have the capability of listening to radio. But you can be the avenue by which they get that information. So just so you know, tell a friend for us. Be a blessing to them. Because we have grants up to $15,000 that will help you buy a home with no money down. Now, to you sellers, those of you that own a home today, and you've been having a slight thought of selling your home, listen, it's a great time. Value's increasing. We want to make sure that you know the time is now. We have multiple offers on many properties that are listed. Listen, if you want to just know what your value is, give me a call. We'll do a free CMA, comparative market analysis, to tell you where your value is. At least you'll know how much your home is worth. Now, there's a slight chance, many, not very many, there's something upside down in their mortgage. If you're upside down, you need to do a short sale. You want to do a pre-foreclosure sale. What does that mean? You know they're about to foreclose, but you don't want to have that foreclosure on your credit report. Do a short sale. It's less of a hit, but however, there is a hit. But do a short sale. Let us help you do that. In many cases, we have buyers already pre-approved. There's just not enough property. We're having to make multiple offers and racing and competing. Listen, I've got approved buyers right now that are ready to go, and you just need to make sure that if you need to think about selling your home, give us a call, 702-515-4100, DeVille Realty Group. And I'm Greg DeVille, right here on Power 88. We're excited every Friday, 9 a.m., to give you more great information. Don't forget, May 13th is that class, so you will need to sign up, get on board. Well, listen, if you know school teachers out there, we do have a program for up to $10,000. You've got to be K through 12th grade Clark County school teacher. Teachers only program, okay? We only have a limited amount of space available. Well, really, it's money available. And we want as many as we can to help get you into that home. Okay, now you've been renting, and let's say you've been renting for $1,200 a month, and you've been renting it for 3 years. Well, if you do the math on that, it's $43,200 you've given to a landlord. One gentleman heard the radio show. He called in, and he was asking me. He says, "Well, how do you know how much I've paid my landlord?" And he's at $1,500 a month. He's been there 5 years. Unfortunately, the math came out to $90,000. That's how much you're giving to your landlords. And if you continue to give money to your landlords, what happens then is you're helping them build equity and create equity in their homes, and they only paid $180 for it. And in 5 years, you paid half of his mortgage on the property. He only paid $180. Listen, it's time for you to start creating wealth through equity for yourself. That same $90,000 that you've given over those years, okay? That same $90,000 over the years could be what equity you put into your own home, okay? Now, the math may be, what we got, 15 and 25, 75. 75,000. It's ridiculous. It's the kind of monies that we give and we don't even think about it. All the years you've been renting, many people have never owned a home. And all the years you've been renting, you guys have never owned a home. We'll make sure that we can get into homeownership. I'm being Mr. Sam Smith to give us a call. Calling in to speak live on the air. He got his keys on yesterday, so we want to make sure that we can help him share. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Smith. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you
Good, good. Listen, I wanted to share with us. We gave you keys yesterday, and could you share with the listening audience, the live listening audience right now, as to exactly how that happened for you?
I most certainly can. I'll be glad to do so.
Go ahead. You're live on the air right now, Mr. Smith.
All right. Yeah, I called Mr. Greg DeVille after hearing his information on the radio, 88.1. And I was trying to get a home, and a lot of times I got earlier, and I couldn't get nobody to help me get that through the phone. And it's all about stay on my property. Well, I went to Greg DeVille. He called me back, set up an appointment, we met. He told me all he was going to do. I just stand by. I stood by, came through what he said he was going to come through with. He told me the 29th I closed. It was like on the 30th of April, I'm in a month. But he told me I was going to close. I've already closed.
Wonderful. Look at that. Yeah.
I believe in Greg, and you should be new business because it's a testimony that he helped me when I thought nobody else could help me.
And you came in. You came in as a veteran buyer
Yes, sir.
and never owned a home before.
I owned the home 20 to 30 years ago.
30 years ago. And
Yet, I had the same thing in my life. I did the things, and I got better in my life, and now I come to you to help. He gave me help.
wow.
I can do the things, I can show you where I did it, and you can try to find it. I appreciate the realtor, and I hope everybody will do the part.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing that with the radio audience, because many times people need to be encouraged to hear others it's happening for. It's real. What we're doing on the air is not just to use up airtime. We're genuinely here to help you get into a home. Now, I want to ask you, Mr. Smith, if you're still there, did you pay Greg DeVille, the realtor, anything at all?
I didn't do great nothing but time.
Nothing but time.
Time was my time.
And
That's all I got. And he got me like he said he was, so please, if anybody's looking for a home, bypass everybody else and check with the bill.
thank you, Mr. Smith. Again, God bless you, sir. Enjoy that new home. And boy, it's beautiful. I really like it out there. And thank you for listening to the show and calling. Yeah, and thank you for listening to the show and calling. Not just hearing it, but calling. You have a great day. Tell hello, say hello to Mrs. Smith for me. Have a great day and enjoy your home.
You help me, I help you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. All right, listen, studio audience, those of you that are listening by way of internet, however you're listening to the show, I want you to understand Mr. Smith got in on the radio. He got his keys. He heard the show. You know, many callers call and say, I've heard the show on several occasions, and I'm just now getting around to call. Listen, get off our seat to do nothing. Let's do something. Let's start making it happen. We're constantly giving rent money to landlords and fattening their pockets, and we're not doing anything for ourselves at all. And the longer you wait is the more equity well, let's say it like this, the more money you give away. Because when you get into a home, your own home, guess what? You start right then, that day, start creating wealth through your equity. You've got to know it's time to stop. If you've got a good job, now some landlords may not like this, and they were renters at one time before they were owners as well. Everybody didn't wake up with a spoon in their mouth with a house. Some of you did, very few of us. Okay, now don't feel bad because listen, I say this. Here's what I say: if you've got a good job, you've been on that job, and it's a decent paying job, you should own a home. It's the American dream, like you own a car. You should own a home. You should have a home of your own to park your own car in. Too many times I ride through apartments. You know, my daughter lives in a very nice complex. And I mean, they have nice, beautiful vehicles under the carport. BMWs, Mercedes, Chrysler 300, Jaguars. I mean, you know what? Because they once may have owned a home, they may have lost it during the economy. Listen, if you lost a home due to short sale, foreclosure, or deed in lieu, it's been longer than 3 years, you are considered a first-time home buyer. I know you've owned before. Forgive yourself. You lost the house. Whatever happened, you've been forgiven. Per the Federal Housing Administration guidelines, you are getting a first-time home buyer. 702-515-4100. Get your own home. Park your Beamer in your own driveway. Park your Chrysler 300 in your own driveway. I'm going to show you how, just as I did Mr. Smith, and you don't pay me a dime. As Mr. Smith said out of his own mouth, live on the air, I didn't pay Mr. DeVille anything but time. He gave me his time. I gave him mine. We made it happen. He got his keys. Free buyer representation. I'm going to represent you free because my sole purpose and passion is get you into a property, get you out of renting into home ownership, and you'll thank me down the road when you find that equity number has gotten large. When you find that money that you've given to a landlord is now yours. That's what I'm here to do. Greg DeVille, DeVille Realty Group. We have a location, 7485 West Azure Drive, Suite 228. 7485 West Azure Drive, Suite 228. And that's in Centennial Hills. I have a Boca Park location, Charleston and Fort Apache. Listen, that location is by appointment only, but listen, here's what you do. I need you to call me because you don't have to meet with me. We can do this via telephone. Your first step is make the call, 702-515-4100. Your second step is we're going to take an application and we're going to give you to the lender. The lender's going to run that application to see where you fit in. If your scores are a little low, listen, call me back. We're going to help you get into the credit restoration. Get your scores where you need to be to get into a home. That's our sole purpose. If you've been thinking about selling, now's the time. Equity is being built. Right now, we have many homes that are no longer upside down, that you now have equity. So now you can sell it. Listen, I sold a home recently and the guy walked away with $95,000. Yeah. Walked away with $95,000 equity because he bought a home. And instead of renting, I have another gentleman. He was a veteran. He bought a home. Guess what he did? He walked away with over $60,000. He kept it 5 years. Walked away with over $60,000 because he bought a home. Listen, when you rent a house or rent an apartment, guess what? You build no equity for yourself. And in many cases, you're renting a house. You've been there so many years. Now, guess what? The landlord said, I'm getting ready to sell the property. He's taking the equity that you put your money to help build. Oh, my goodness. How long? How long before we stop the madness? Here's a gentleman on the radio showing you, educating you, informing you how to get out of the madness of creating equity for someone else and start putting it in your own pocket. Now your landlord, I get many calls. I got to move because my landlord is selling the house. Well, guess what? He's got your rent money for 5 years, which was $90,000 or $43,000, whatever that was, plus the equity in the home. Come on, you guys. 702-515-4100. I hope I provoked you real good today to get you really excited about, getting into your own home. Mr. Smith was renting, was giving the landlord money, lived in an apartment, I believe he told me. But guess what? He has a home today. 3-bedroom, single level, beautiful backyard, artificial turf. Man, gorgeous, beautiful home. And his wife loves it. She's ecstatic. She's just as happy. You can see the glow to give her keys. She had the camera out. She take pictures and all. Listen. It's your turn. Stop making the excuses. I don't have the credit. Listen, give me a call, 702-515-4100. I'm going to help you get your credit on track, just as I did. Remember, I'm not embarrassed. I'm so happy I got a home today. I can go in and create ideas, knock out walls, what I want to do. It's mine. And in fact, when I bought the home, I knocked out some walls. First day we got the keys, my wife put a hole in the wall that I said, honey, the walls got to go. She said, well, the walls not. I said, walls got to go. And so with that, it's my home and we get to do what we want and create equity at the same time. Isn't that beautiful? Listen, I've run out of time, but not information. I'm so excited every week. We're here at 9 a.m. KCP Power 88. I'm Greg DeVille with the Greg DeVille Let's Talk Real Estate Show. We're here to inform you. 702-515-4100. DeVilleRealty.com. However you got to reach us, just reach out to us. We're here to help you. Want to get you on board, get you into home ownership. Tomorrow, right there at Skyview YMCA, NARAB's having an event. Listen, home ownership, go get approved on the spot. Go by there and tell them you heard it on the Greg DeVille Let's Talk Real Estate Show. And make sure, May 13th, you sign up for the home RJ class, okay? Give us a call, 702-515-4100. Until we talk next week, Las Vegas, you have a great, safe weekend. Be blessed. And remember this, I love you, Las Vegas, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. God bless.